Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome to a 400-pound build. Now, a lot of people have been requesting me to do these builds for different regions, and I usually just shrugged it off and I wouldn't even consider it, but a lot more people have been requesting it, and then I decided to do the research, and wow, are the prices vastly different from what we have here in the United States. So I am going to start doing this. If you want your own region featured in a build video, just put your region and also put your premier PC retailer so I can go on their site and then basically, you know, do the math, pick parts and whatnot. And I will be doing this. I know this basically opens up the door for me to make a lot more videos. The build videos, you know, for the United States, they might slow down a little bit as I try to cover more regions. That's going to be pretty difficult for one person to cover all these regions, but I'll try my best, and let's get straight into this. Also, if I misspeak on saying any of the currencies, please forgive me. I really didn't research the currencies and whatnot. I don't know if I'm supposed to be saying 400 pounds or pound 400. All these currencies confuse me, but you guys get the drift. I think you guys can put together what I'm saying by everything I say. So let's get straight into this with the CPU. I went with the AMD Phenom 2 X4 965 Black Edition. Now this is a 3.4 gigahertz CPU. It's AM3. It's Black Edition, so you can overclock it. So that's going to be really good. And you know, it's pretty cheap for the money. Obviously, like I've said before, if this wasn't a good CPU, AMD would not be selling it to this day. The CPU is like it's nearing 4 years old, I think, and they're still selling it. That's a testament to how good this CPU is, because normally CPUs go off the market in two years, maybe 3, but you know, the Phenom 2 965 is still in the market in 2013, which is very impressive. Now, this is a quad-core CPU, so it's going to be able to run the latest titles, and if you guys want, you can pick up a decent CPU cooler like the Hyper 212 with it, since the stock cooler with the Phenom 2 X4, while it does get the job done, isn't the best thing in the world, so if you guys want, you can pick that up. I'm not putting it in the build, but it's only like 30 pounds probably, and you know, the price isn't too bad. So for the motherboard, I went with the Asus M5A78L. This is a micro ATX motherboard, socket AM3+, so you will be able to upgrade to Pile Driver or Bulldozer down the line if you so desire. Up to 16 gigabytes of DDR3 RAM, USB 3, micro ATX, as I said. Now, this is a really good motherboard for 51 pounds. Just, you know, it doesn't have a lot of features, but for 51 pounds, you really can't complain, since, you know, it gets the job done. And 51 pounds. Again, I basically picked this for the price. I try to save money on some of the other parts when building a gaming PC, so I can put more money into the graphics card, since that is basically the thing that puts together the whole thing for a gaming PC. That is the thing you're going to be most reliant on if you're a gamer. So yeah, that's going to be really good. For the power supply, I went with the Corsair Builder Series CX430. This is 34 pounds. Really good price, 430 watts, going to be able to power this build no problem, especially because I used a pretty low-powered graphics card. Speaking of the graphics card, I went with the Sapphire Radeon HD 7850. It's a GDDR5 graphics card, of course, 2 gigabytes of GDDR5 video buffer. Really good graphics card, 147 pound. 7850 is really good for 1080p gaming. I was trying to fit a 7870 into this, but I really couldn't do it, so I just went with the 7850 for 147 pound. And again, this is a really good price. Unfortunately, it looks like the folks over at the UK don't get the special bonuses that us in the United States do with the games like Tomb Raider, BioShock, and Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. Looks like you guys don't get any of that. That's unfortunate, but still, this is a damn good graphics card. For the RAM, I went with Corsair, 8 gigabytes, two 4 gigabyte sticks running at 1600 megahertz. This is 53 pound. Pretty good price for 8 gigabytes of RAM, but, you know, I didn't go with 16 since in this low of a price. By the way, for any of you wondering, if you are watching this video, this converts to about $620 in dollars, so just as, you know, just to say it, I know some people in the United States are still probably watching this video. So yeah, 8 gigabytes of RAM, that's pretty good. No reason to get 16, so 8 gigabytes is going to be perfectly fine for the build. For the hard drive, I went with Western Digital 1 terabyte. No SSD in this build. It's 50 pounds. Not a bad price, and 1 terabyte is going to be plenty of storage. But like I've been saying in my previous videos, I recommend that down the line you look at getting something like a 2 or 3 terabyte, because the next generation is looming, and I'm guaranteeing you guys, games like Watch Dogs, games like Battlefield 4, games like The Crew are going to be like 40 gigabytes, and your hard drive space is going to go away pretty fast. So, you know, just keep your mind open for an upgrade down the line, because it will very much help you for, you know, next generation titles. And finally, for the case, I went with the Cooler Master Elite 430. Now, this is a case I would never recommend in my US builds. I'd usually go with the Half 912 or the, you know, Roswell Challenger. Half 912 is overpriced in the Amazon UK store, so I didn't go with that. Rosswell Challenger I couldn't even find, so I went with the Cooler Master Elite 430. Now, what I like about this case, has a side panel, which is always nice. 42 pound, and you know, it's pretty good for the money, and you know, it was pretty cheap for a mid-tower case. It was the best good mid-tower case that I find, and it's pretty cheap, so I went with a median of good and cheap. So yeah, thanks for watching this video, guys. Remember, if you want me to make a video of your region, just leave a comment where you live, leave your premier PC retailer, and again, if I misspoke on any of the currencies, please do not get on my ass about that. I just made the build. I wasn't looking for how, if I say pound 400 or, you know, whatever. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Remember to subscribe, like this video, and enjoy the rest of my content, and I'm out later, guys. Peace.